So you know all the chords to the song. Great! Now what are you going to do to turn those chords into a bass line that really works? That's what I'm going to show you today. Hi, I'm John Liebman, and I help people over 50, and in a lot of cases, people even older than over 50, who want to play bass and finally have some fun with it. Welcome to another edition of The Essence of Groove here at ForBassPlayersOnly.com. All right, let's take a very, very common four-chord progression, the 1-6-4-5 progression. You know it, you've heard it a million times. And you know that whatever song you're playing has those four chords for some of it, part of it, all of it, whatever it is, but that's what we're going to focus on in this lesson. So, what kind of bass line would help the song the most? Well, that depends on the song, but I'm going to show you a few different things that you can incorporate into your bass playing that you can keep in your back pocket for when you need them. Or you may not need them in your back pocket, you may need them right away. That is up to you and your musical sensitivity. But let's start with just the roots. As a bass player, you're not likely to get into any trouble playing just the roots. So you can make it feel good just by going. Absolutely nothing wrong with this bass line. In fact, in many cases, that's exactly what the song needs. That's what feels the best. That's what serves the song the most. For those times where the song does need a little bit more from the bass player, the bass line needs to be expanded just a little bit, there are some things that you can add. And that's what I'm going to show you now. So if it needs a little more than just the roots, try adding the fifth. This is the interval of a perfect fifth. So let's play that on each of our four chords. Next, let's add the octave. See if that gives it a little more of what it's calling for, what it's asking for. Now, next, if it needs a little more in those circumstances, there are notes between the notes that we're playing that we can use. Notes for the most part, in the C major scale. So let's add some passing tones just to make the line flow a little bit more, like make it a little more, I don't know, cohesive. Did you notice I said for the most part in a C major scale? C is obviously in the C major scale, and in between the C and the A, we're going to play the B. I did play the B in that example. Now we want to get from the A to the F, and there is a scale tone in between there, the G, so we can go. Now in between the F and the G, there's only one note, and it is an F sharp, which is not in this scale, but it works anyway. It's a nice passing tone between the F and the G. And then we played another note, a B, which gives that little extra push back to the C. So we play that for you again. Play around with the rhythm too if you want, or if the song needs it. With me so far? Let's take it one step further and let's play some chord tones. Let's just outline those 4 chords. First chord is C. Second chord is actually the only minor chord in this progression. It's an A minor. And the last 2 are major, F major and G major. So and sometimes it really helps the song when you use a combination of those 4 things. So remember, we said roots, we did the fifth, we did the octave, we did scale tones, and we did chord tones. So let's mix those together. Now, in addition to, you've got enough to work on right now, but I just want to give you one little twist if you're up for it. Last couple of lessons, I talked about the difference between playing with a straight 8th note feel and a swing feel, a shuffle feel. And you can apply that concept here too. So most of what I played, most or all of what I played in these examples was like a straight 8 feel, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And remember the shuffle, we swing the 8 notes, so instead of going 1 and 2, instead of going, we go, and we instinctively bop the head. So yeah, by the way, have fun with it. So give those things a try. Try playing just the roots. Try adding the fifth. Try adding the octave. Try playing some scale tones. Try playing some chord tones. Try playing a combination of all that stuff. Try playing it with a straight 8th note feel. Try playing it with a swung feel, with the triplet subdivision, a shuffle feel. So you've got a lot to work on, so I'm going to end it there. But please continue to let me know how you're doing. Leave a comment below. I want to know your takeaways. I want to know what you're getting out of these lessons. And by the way, if you're a member of the Bottom Line Club, my membership at forbassplayersonly.com, I just happen to have a course in the Bottom Line Club called Building Basslines. If you want to take what we talked about today and go a little bit deeper, a little bit further. And if you're not in the Bottom Line Club, there is a link below this video where you can click that link, get all the information about the Bottom Line Club membership, and you can sign up there. As for these lessons, I do these every week. So if you're not already subscribed to this channel, take care of that right now so you don't miss anything. And I will see you right back here next week, same time, same place, for another edition of The Essence of Groove, right here at ForBassPlayersOnly.com. In the meantime, I'm John Liebman. Let's play bass.